Of the text in the book is made up of quotes from newspaper and magazine articles about homophobic and transphobic hate crimes. And I just thought that wouldn't be very fun to force you all to sit and listen to for 10 minutes. So the end of it is kind of more composed poetry, and then it turns into these erasure poems taken from the complete works of Shakespeare. The structure of the book is Romeo and Juliet by Shakespeare with all of the text stripped out of it. So, yeah. Is this a call to action? And if so, to whom does it call? I am very aware, that I am unsafe in my precarious existence. Admirable, if not always enjoyable, I put on a dress, take a seat on the train, and cover my lips with my hands and hope nobody will say anything. I exist in your silence, and in our noise, Romeo dies. In railway arches and in curtain-drawn rooms, where we hope to sleep, where we try to forget the violence and the homelessness and the secrecy, and you say we shouldn't be so loud about it all. If my heart were a bird, I would hold it in my hands as it sang and then crush it in my palms as I sobbed. The dawn comes and the sky is silent. A man is not a bird. I had my head beaten in with a typewriter and I was left in an alley to die. Things are better now than they were before because I was bleeding to death in the streets instead of walking in it. In your homage to retrofuturism, did you know what the new world calling out from the grooves in the wax could mean to someone else? Or were you too busy loading bullets into the chambers? Dawn came and there were no birds. There were no birds at all, only metal and blood on the concrete, bodies going to work and bodies in their graves, silence and without history. Page, the tomb appearing aloft, below, drum, arms loving the lasting dignity, gracious eyes of virtue, to justice, countenance and nobility, desert factions. First watchman, I bury death anew, find a lack of such abundance, hope time with hope, the losing of hope by time, sad passage, death for lack of work. I think it would be death in his profession, and mourningly he lived against mortality, languishes before, second watchman, orchard and Adam. As I remember, it was 1,000 crowns, and there begins my sadness, unkept. Birth differs from better feeding. Animals on nothing seem to take the place that grieves me. The spirit begins to mutiny. Now, sir, nothing. I am not, sir. First watchman, enter others. The world grows. The spirits know both goodness passes. The vial stains the good. A water, wrapped, sir. Re-enter others of the watch with Friar Lawrence. Third watchman, a muse of famine, unraised spirits, unworthy fields, a crooked figure within the confine, imaginary horses receiving years. First watchman on a sea, the mariners fall aground, exit my hearts, have care, assist the storm, the sea is silence, enter the prince and his attendants. Prince, a platform unfolds carefully this quiet night. I hear them. Exit. Enter Capulet, Lady Capulet, and others. Capulet, unfold speech in all remains of art, our absence, our terror or love, the organs of our power. Look, obedient to your history, fully unfolded to waste. Lady Capulet, silence deceased territories withheld. We war for blood. The farthest limit of peace, our wrath of decay. Prince, idle creatures, mechanical labouring, amender rejoice. First watchman, another moon, slow old moon lingers in night, nimble melancholy, the pale love, complaint against moonlight. First watchman, fall no more, redeem his blood, substance condemned to die, my comfort, words are done, my sorrow give me leave, happy, but left. Prince, no more woe, the subjects may believe truth, only noise will be deceived, sad persons living in a moment may weep. First watchman, star shallow slender time signifies not. Capulet, room overflows those eyes of war. The buckles and lust flourish. Look, transformed fool. If it be love, how far then? Perchance angry, or perchance Lady Capulet, hunt brazen grace in death. All eternity of desires, our late world, still and sworn fast, bankrupt, loving to die, observance and sleep. Enter Montague and others. Prince, do not obey the heavens, lost, missed, banished, falling. I cannot delve to the root. Montague, I know not why I am so sad. It wearies me. Where sits the wind? Doubt would make me sad. I thought a wind too shallow, sad to think. Prince, faith burst cold, cold, exit, asleep, hunting, echo. Montague, gaunt, malice, deaf as fire, happy days still the envying earth. Prince, winter clouds bound bruised arms, a looking glass, deformed unfinished piece, false soul. Friar Lawrence, letter lost, lamb lion letters. Prince, hung heavens have he had his, he, his hand have his, he had his had, Friar Lawrence, unclean word. Prince, none, painted, full of tongues. Stop hearing acts of tongues in language of false reports. I speak peace under wounds, still discordant, play upon body, bloody, beaten. Speak sword, low as death from tongues. Balthazar, I thought, is this not? I cannot, do you? I cannot, undone, do you know? Prince, a song from ashes, this city died. Page, bended knee, the great shadow, kneeling. Prince, anon, bloody captivity. Capulet, excess of it. That strain, dying sweet, as the sea enters and falls, veiled water offending love. Montague, strings will not hear faith of war. Capulet, escaped our hand, warlike ears, speak for me, eyes closed. Prince, cease to persuade. Butchery, there was such misuse. Exit.